words, and he said, what's one of the boss's moves that you pulling off? And I said, matter of fact, I haven't said this yet, but I want to give a salute to Caterpillar. We breaking ground. I'm excavating. It's going down. Y'all know how I love real estate, and I usually like to build and go up. We going underground now. One time for all my doomsday preppers. Elon Musk, I see you. I saw your ground plans. I'm impressed. But guess what? My bunker gonna have a garage. My bunker gonna have wings. Huh? Yeah, we breaking ground. Huge excavations. You gotta have your fluids. I got a water maker, a machine that makes water out of H2O. I got a water maker. We got our canned goods. So if you're thinking the brothers ain't ready, we ready.
I'm out of here. Have you ever had encounters with the supernatural, like a supernatural experience?
I'm from Miami. I'm from where Haitians do voodoo. I'm from where, when you talk about spirits, I grew up around that. My neighbor next door to me, before the 4th of July, 3 days before the 4th, they always went and bought a $40 goat. All of us will grab a leg. They finna chop the head off, drain the roof.
Shalom. This is Har One by Nyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Ha Rakah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Shalom to you Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Now, I started off with two videos, clips in the beginning of this lesson. One you saw, you're going to see Rick Ross talking about his bunkers, giving shout outs to construction company or Caterpillar. It's like a manufacturing company. And you heard Rick Ross talking about his bunkers, and he's following after the ways of people like Elon Musk and all these rich elite Edomites. Well, matter of fact, let me get the one scripture came to my spirit. Then I played a video of he was talking about in that bunker he's gonna have planes. When he said wings, he meant like he's gonna have airplanes down there. He's gonna have cars, right? Now, let me get this real quick. All right, so what that's called, envy. This is Proverbs 3:31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor. See, he want to be like Elon Musk and them. Whatever you've been seeing Elon Musk do, pushing the MOTB, brain manufacturing. What have you seen Elon Musk doing? Showing up at parties with devil worshiping shit on, Baphomet worship or acknowledgement. So they're following after their ways. Now another clip I played in the beginning, I'm going to play in the beginning, Yahweh Ratazah, is going to be Rick Ross speaking with Prodigy from the old rap group Mobb Deep. You know, Prodigy had passed on, but he was always exposing people, especially people like Rick Ross, how he thought they were in the Illuminati. Now, Rick Ross always bounced back and forth whether he was part of that or not, you know what I mean? So that's not important. The important part is people's lifestyle. The clip I'm going to add to the beginning of this video, which you've probably seen by now, this point of the video, is Rick Ross telling you how he does voodoo. And he gets a goat every year, 4th of July, whatever, and they sacrifice a goat, the blood and all that shit. So the end of that Haitian voodoo. All right. So with that being said, it shows you his path in life. It shows you his relationship with the Lord is not existent. So when I think of that, I'm like, all right, if I was to go down to this bunker with this dude, this is what he gonna be doing down there, voodoo and shit. Nah, right? I noticed his hat. You know, I picked everything apart. Bel Air Bandits. It says. If you look up the word Bel Air, it goes into the word a French word which means Belair, which Bellair, which would be it means it would be La Bel Air, which would mean the beautiful place. But the way he spelled it here with one L is Bel Air, which is a place in Los Angeles. I mean, Bell, right? Which goes, Bell goes into Baal, all right? Which was originally known as Marduk, a pagan idol. Bel, and also Baal, which was just mean idols or Lord. You know, not Lord in the sense of our Lord, all right, Adanawa. But Bel, which just means Lord of Flies. So it goes into the root word Baal, just meaning idols, all right? Baalim, idols. So he's a Bel Air bandit. So with that being said, let's get into the topic that he's boasting about. All right. See, Jake like to boast. They can't just do something. See, Esau, you'll hear about them building stuff almost to when they're done with it, or when they're about to start, or when they completed it. But Jake come out like, oh yeah, you know what I'm about to do. They gotta let everybody know they're playing. But what I look at is the lifestyle, man. People like Jay-Z, all these Rick Ross. That Jay-Z's a known Mason, third degree Mason. I'm sure Rick Ross has some involvement in that. You always see him with his Jesus piece on, Cesare Borgia on it, the devil. You always see Rick Ross with that chain on. So you see he's on that Christianity / voodoo, Africanism. Who want to be around that? Right now, yeah, you get a job. You can work for anybody. You can work for your own people. You work for Rick Ross. You could work for Esau, you know. But the mindset that they're in, they're seeking safety in this world instead of safety in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Instead of seeking safety in the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same one that delivered Moses from Egypt and the Israelites. The same one that delivered Lot out of Sodom and Gomorrah. See, they've forgotten these stories. They have no knowledge of the Lord. All right, let's get that. All right, so envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. So we don't envy Elon Musk. We don't envy these devils that got bunkers. We ain't choosing their ways. We don't need all that. All right. So there's a precept just came to my mind. All right. So envy thou not the oppressor, man. That's their mindset. You know. Let's get that real quick. There you go. Now let's get that. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. See, they don't have the knowledge or the knowing of how Yahweh can and will deliver a portion of his people. You know, so my people are destroyed. his people are the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled bird. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So they're going to be destroyed for not having that knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge. So somewhere along this man's path, he had to have rejected the knowledge of the truth. It's in the Bibles. If you Revelations 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth. But they got to be predestined. They can be a predestined 2/3 as well. I will also reject thee. See that? So they rejected the knowledge. So the Lord is going to reject them. That thou shalt be no priest to me, right? Because the priests are the ones that are working. And the workers receive the reward. So he's a priest of Baal. He's not a priest of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. See, they follow after the laws of man, the laws of voodoo, the laws of the streets, the laws of America only, Christianity. Do as thou wilt, come as you are. All right? I will also forget thy children, man. And again, I like to focus on how if you meet somebody like one of these rappers and they tell you they sold drugs, they poisoned our community, unless they're just talking shit, you know, then their words are poison. They speak of murder and robbery and things like that. Not saying he murdered anybody, but I'm just saying. You know, so what type of path is that to follow? Look where it's gotten there, all of them. No, lack of answers, lack of knowledge. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And knowing what his will is, man. Blinded by riches and wealth and fame. All right. So let's get a precept. Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, not he that has $1 million. No, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All right, so the time is at hand. Now, let's get this real quick. This is Sirach 40 and 26. Riches and strength lift up the heart, man. See, riches and then strength, which goes into money as well. Even muscles. You got these people that have muscles and shit working out. They become proud as well. But the scriptures say, bodily exercise profit is little compared to wisdom. So, money equals power in this society. Cars, assets, guns, people, human resources. Riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. And that's what we have, the fear of the Lord. Not boasting against him, but just saying, man, there's two paths in this life. And we have to speak about our path and warn people of the wrong path that he's on. All right? Yeah, can you be rich? Yeah, you can have money. It has nothing to do with that. But how did you get the money? What are you doing now that you have the money? And what do you plan on doing in the future? Are you saying the Lord's will? Yahweh's will? Riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both, man. All right, so you can have riches and things are going to save you. One of this guy's quotes, Rick Ross, is rich forever, and that's not true. That's not true. Look at all the wealthy people that have died rich or have suffered before they've passed on, or that have went through hell. Because this is hell for our people. I don't care how rich you are. You're going to go through hell in this society because of the curses. All right. So riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. There is no want in the fear of the Lord, and it needeth not to seek help, man. All right. So people like this guy here, or when we out there teaching, you get them jakes that walk by and say, I'm trying to get the bag. What y'all out there doing standing like bums? No, we're doing something that's above their path, above riches. Sirach 26:4, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance, man. So it's about your good heart. That's towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, whether you're rich or poor, it doesn't matter. It's not about him being rich. It's just about that 2/3 mindset and Esau empowering that with riches and status. Sirach 11:21. Let's start from 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches, they all come from Yahweh. So, so we don't have to chase riches. We chase the creator of those riches, the creator of the planets, the heaven, the sun, moon, and the stars, the creator of gold, the creator of wealth, the creator of humanity, Yahweh. All right. Marvel not at the works of sinners. Yeah, so what, he rich? We're not marveling at his works. Marvel not at the works of sinners, man. But trust in Yahweh. See that? We don't marvel that he's getting a bunker. I'm telling y'all, we about to do a big, we going underground. And we're going to have plant wings. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. See, abide in your work, abide in this truth. All right, so a lot of people, I'm going to go be a rapper now because I can get that money like him and get me a bunker. If I could just find Ricky Ross, it ain't even his name. But trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, man. Abide in our work, our path. But that's going to lead us to salvation. That's going to lead us to the tower, which is Yahweh's name, his protection. For it is an easy thing in the sight of Yahweh on the sudden to make a poor man rich, man. So don't chase, you say, in fact, it says, Sirach 10:22, whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord, right? Let me get this real quick. Because the Lord could, in a second, make us the wealthiest people on the earth. And he's going to do that by delivering the elect. And he already made us the wealthiest by giving us wisdom. Look what's happening to the money. So what? Somebody going to bunkers and have cars, they don't have gas to last forever. But, they, the oil and petroleum, how they going to gas up the planes? Well, we're going to have our own tank. You heard what he said, man. This dude not even, he said, we got a machine that can make water out of H2O. That's what water is, H2O. He probably meant to say out of thin air, out of oxygen. Or out of dirty water or something, I don't know. But Jake ain't even thinking. Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh. All right? So seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh. the kingdom, man. And his righteousness, and all things, all these things shall be added unto you. See? Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, man. Yeah, you can have a little planning, you can have food saved, you're gonna have batteries, things like that. But to go out and get a bunker and try to make it through the Lord's judgment, nah, man, this place is gonna be a lava pit. Nobody's making that out of this. Even if you were to make it through, they wouldn't survive. Where you gonna fly his planes at? America's prophesied to become a lake of fire. But Rick Ross gonna have his planes. Rick Ross gonna have his cars. See the deception, man? What he should be saying is, yo, this is crazy what they talking about in the world, World War III. Anybody know what's going on out there? He like, I got a plan. You know, the boss got a plan. I'm gonna have planes. I'm gonna have everything down there. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof, man. All right, so if you believe, then you know that whatever evils may come of that specific day, that the Lord has a plan to protect his elect. He's going to give you sufficient enough to make it through it. With nothing, you can stand there and just be you. Standing out in the open field, and the Lord can deliver you from nuclear destruction. If it's his will to do so. So this is what we're hoping for. We have a hope of salvation. We seek a new kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness. See, 2/3 of Jake, they want to hide. They want to go into the hills, into the mountains, into the bunkers. Matter of fact, what's his name? NBA Youngboy. Demonic dude, crosses on his forehead and all that shit. He moved up into the mountains. They call it Grave Digger Mountain. All right, so Jake is trying to hide, man. But they can't hide from the judgment that's coming. These Bel Air bandits. All right, let's get this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon. All right, so rich or poor, praise ye the Lord, man. Okay, and acknowledge his power and his judgment that's coming. Jake know America's Babylon. They know World War III. They know about the Israelites out here, man. Wisdom of Solomon 2:1. For the ungodly, that's 2/3 of our people, they're ungodly. They're not righteous. They're not spiritual. For the ungodly said reasoning within themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious. All right, that's why they say get rich, die trying. We got to get rich now because we only live once. That's what they believe. And in the death of a man, there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. See, they don't believe in Yahushua, that he was risen again. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall, so basically say you could be wild and free. You're born to just be wild. Born to be wild. Right? We're born at all adventure. And we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. And that's what they believe. That's that science type of, and that Masonic belief, to where they don't believe that the spirit goes to the Father. They believe that we are the elements, and your body just returns to the elements, and that's it, and you fade off into the air. This is what they believe. All right. It says, for we, so like my John messing up. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. Right? So like it, man, my phone acting crazy now. All right, so it says, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as a smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart. All right, so that's that scientific, pagan, Masonic, atheist type of mindset. Which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as a soft air. So this is what the ungodly think. So what do? They got to get rich now, and they try to build generational wealth. All right? And our name shall be forgotten in time. See? So that's why they would say, I want to be a legend. I want to live forever. I want my name to be written upon the earth and all that. And no man shall have our works in remembrance. Think about it. So what do? They try to make their works in remembrance. That's why they put their name on the stars, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, things like that. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof. So they believe in, like, not saying him, but a lot of these jakes believe in science. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, one of the top physicists on the earth, he believes that the body doesn't have a soul. All right? And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. For our time is a shadow, is a very shadow that passeth away. And after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Which is a lie. You know, we come back to this earth, reincarnation. And also the Lord's gonna he's able to raise up literally out of the grave his elect men. All right. And he's also able to bring them from the heavens or to have them reincarnated. Now this is the point. See, with that type of mindset, that ungodly mindset, this is what caused 2/3 of our people to start killing each other in the neighborhoods for selling drugs so they can make it out, as they say. All right, rapping, talking about demonic, devil worshiping shit. And now the judgment day come and they like, yeah, man, I'm a businessman and I'm a family guy and I'm gonna get me a bunker. Like, bro. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. And let us speedily use the creatures like as in the youth, man. That's why you hear people like Floyd Mayweather. He'll talk about his toys, which is like cars, like he's a big kid. You know? I mean, ain't nothing wrong being rich. Once again, it's just a mindset. All right. If I was wealthy, according to this society's money, I would probably give most of it away, so I wouldn't be rich anymore. So it says, let us fill ourselves with costly wine, and we've seen a lot of these rappers do that until they started getting sick and unhealthy, you know. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us, man. All right. So, they want all the riches, because the flowers of the spring, the harvest used to represent wealth, riches, you know, in farming, not just dollars. All right, so they want it all right now, and they look at you crazy for chasing something better. What's wrong with you as a man? Why you ain't chasing riches? All right, the Lord, but the scriptures we just read said, "Abide in thy labor," and we know, take your daily bread. Money shall be used as a defense to pay your bills. Yeah, you're gonna work, you're gonna eat, you're gonna hustle, whatever you need to do in a good way. Hustle meaning come up with different ways to make money. So that's what they do. Let no flower of the spring pass by us, man. They don't want no dollar, no riches to pass by them. They gotta have every bit of it, even if it comes with selling out. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. What do they say? Give him my flowers now. Give him his flowers. That's Jake. Jake thought of that. They want their flowers now. They want to crown each other with flowers, like they're kings in this society. All right? Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, even in bunkers. For this is our portion, and our lot is this, right? That's why they got mansions all over the damn place. Different cities. So, but with that being said, let's get this. So this is their mindset. (23:4). Proverbs 23:4. Labor not to be rich. See that? Cease from thy own wisdom, man. Because to be rich in this society and to have lack of knowledge, lack of understanding, they're still in darkness, man, and they're actually poor. All right. It says, wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven, right? So you can't listen to these people when they say rich forever. Yeah, that can be a goal, but it's not a fact. When he passed on, he leave it to his children. They're going to be in a society to where, and they might never handle the money right. They might not have the talent he has or the business mind he has. They can lose the money quick, have habits, get into bad things, you never know. Or they can sustain a business and keep it up in a destroyed society where World War III is breaking out. So it's better to have wisdom. We've been blessed to be called into this truth. But then you look at the past, people like Rick Ross, how they boast so much about voodoo. Voodoo is satanic. All right, so labor not to be rich and cease from thy own understanding. Thy own understanding is like voodoo and shit, All right, so in that carnal mindedness, thinking that gain is godliness. This is 9-7. All the way to 13. And everyone that shall be saved, right? You're not going to be saved. He's not going to make it out of there if he got bunkers in America. He built a bunker in Miami. That's going to be part of the lake of fire. That's fuel for the fire. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his bunkers, no, by his works. And by faith. So you got to have faith. Faith means to believe. And the faith that we're going to receive a reward for this work and mercy. Whereby ye have believed, see, shall be preserved from the said perils, man. Following after Elon Musk, nah, that ain't gonna do it. But following after Yahushua, following after Elder Apostle Tahar, Peter, following after Paul, that'll lead us to salvation and escape. Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So it got to be predestined. And you're starting to see it, the separation of how we're sanctified or separated from 2/3 of our people. Shall they be in pitiful case? The same ones that were saying we cannot live without our portion of the voluptuousness and crown ourselves with rosebuds and all that. Well, they're going to be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, man. They've abused in the Lord's ways. Dealing with voodoo, eating pork, dealing with Cesare Borgia, the fake image of the Lord. Adultery, who knows what else. Then shall they be in pitiful case, man, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments, man. They're going to dwell in it. In the torments, in the tortures, in the destruction. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. So they got rich. The Lord, they always said riches come from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So he received benefits, but he just don't know the Lord. All right, so they're going to be in pitiful case. Why? Let me do this real quick. This is Zephaniah 1:18. This is why they're going to be in pitiful case. It says, neither their silver nor their gold. Let's start from here. Verse 14. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, man. And that's what they all trying to get prepared for. Doomsday preppers. It hasteth greatly. World War III. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly, man. And that's talking about rich people too. And police, military, whoever. They're going to cry in this place bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, Jacob's trouble, and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Now, if somebody got the mindset of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, where they want to crown themselves with rosebuds, they want the taste of everything in this life, what do you think they're going to do when there's gloominess and darkness ahead? They're going to sell everybody out. They'll push everybody out the boat. They'll run into bunkers. He going to take all his people down there with him. What do you say? The brothers is ready. Who the brothers? He talking about like Jay-Z and all them? It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men. Just like this guy here. Because they have sinned against Yahweh in Salakia. They've sinned against Yahweh. That's the focus. They talk about how they're going to do this, do that, whatever. But it's about their personal relationship with God on Judgment Day. Because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. So the Lord's not going to care about them. Neither their silver nor their gold, see, neither their money, their silver or gold, shall be able to deliver them in that day, saith Yahweh. It shall not be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, the whole land. And under that lake of fire, they plan on having bunkers. The Lord said He gonna let it burn forever. It's gonna burn out. It's gonna be a long time. They gonna be in them damn bunkers. That's it. That fire ain't gonna go out. See, in their mind, they thinking, all right, cool. So going to the bunker, I got my planes, everything here with me, all my riches. Can't take that with us, man. All right, that's why Scripture says it's gonna be a cry for wine in the streets. These people gonna want answers, what to do, because nothing's gonna work. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of His jealousy, for He shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Mind you, these fucking neighbors, man. And they would start teaching, all of a sudden, next thing you know, you hear footsteps like right over top of you and shit. People just being nosy. All right, so let's get this real quick. Romans 2:11. Right, I saw this earlier, this video of Rick Ross, and I had it on mute. I like to watch people on mute sometimes. You can just see their facial movements and how they trying to manipulate you. I don't know why I do that, but I cut it on mute and watch vocab. See what type of all right. Then you hear the words right after that. You dissect the person, because they say 90% of conversation is body language. So yeah, I was watching this earlier and I didn't even hear what he was saying. I was just like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's man, I was like, So I seen the brother post it and was like, he trying to run in the bunkers. And I was like, oh shit, what the hell Rick Ross talking about now, man? He's like, yeah, Elon Musk, salute to you. Romans 2:11, man, goodness. Romans 2:11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. He don't care if you the boss. They call him the biggest boss. Then they got millions, maybe close to billion or billions. But then you got these elite Edomites, they got hundreds of billions, even trillions. So they trying to be like Esau, man. Romans 2:11. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh, man. He don't care what you did. You're a rapper. That ain't shit. He don't care if you're. That's like saying being a poet. That's less than a poet. Like King David was. But a rapper today, nah, I'll pass. Unless they like the Roots or somebody. Well, that goes into hip hop, and that's different than this drill, gangster, drug music they pushing today, murder music, idolatrous music. For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. Okay, so especially in judgment, the Lord don't care about your money. He don't care about if you got silver and gold or riches or houses or mansions. The Lord don't care about that. All right, there's no respect of the persons with Yahweh. All right, so Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, man. That day is great. The destruction that's coming and the salvation. So that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right, so running in the bunkers ain't gonna save you. We want to be saved, we got to go to the deliverer, Yahushua. who was created to save us. All right. So let's get this now. Malachi. So we want to be safety. We got to run under the shadow of his wings. We got to run into the safe house. Matter of fact, this is Proverbs 18:10, because the Most High's name is more powerful than any structure or building or bunker that anybody can build. Proverbs 18:10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. See? A tower, man. Like a castle with forts around it, and protection and bunkers. So the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Like them empires do at baseball. Safe. Slide right into the safe. All right. So the righteous gonna run to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai for safety. Run into his presence, which means to be at his altar, which means to do this work. All right, safe from what? What's coming? Silver and gold can't deliver nobody from this. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. So you won't be in the oven like the bunkers. That's like an oven. That's like that deep part of the oven and shit that would get real hot in the back. You see the damn metal turning orange and red. That's how the bunker's gonna be. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. So this place gonna be like an oven, a concentrated fire. And all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly, not just Esau, not just these heathens, but 2/3 of our people. The Lord said that two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. It shall be brought through the fire. All right, shall be stubble. So, I mean, the planes, all them cars Rick Ross talking about, they're gonna be stubble. So he planning on flying out of there in the middle of World War III. He don't understand the destruction that these ICBMs are gonna bring. It's total annihilation. Different than World War I, different than World War II. It's gonna be, that's another scripture that came to mind. All right, they shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. The chariots, that's the safety. We want to be in the chariots. All right, looking down at the destruction. Get this real quick. Right, man. Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion. See? They're going to try to flee from one bad situation, and they're going to run right into an even worse one. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, more destruction gonna meet him. Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall for safety, for rest, and a serpent bit him. So they're gonna try to run into the bunkers. There's gonna be something down there waiting on them. All right. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light? Even very dark and no brightness in it. That's right, man. So, Isaiah 65. and 11. Trying to move quick through these precepts. Isaiah 65 and 11. But ye are they that forsake Yahweh, man. So 2/3 have forsaken Yahweh. People like Rick Ross. He not worrying about the Most High, man. All right? But ye are they that forsake Yahweh. Right? They're not trying to run to Yahweh for safety. They trying to run into these bunkers. They're like, nah, forget that. Let's go here. Let's run to Egypt for help. That forget my holy mountain. See? They're not worrying about being Israelites. And what the Lord said, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know. Our people do not consider. They're not even thinking about it. That prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish a drink offering unto that number, man. So they worshiping, honoring riches and wealth, prosperity. They're preparing the table for that. Sacrificing unto that. You know, so and abiding at the altar of these idols. It was a video with DJ Khaled, one of the Grammy Awards, with Rick Ross, Jay-Z, DJ Khaled, and some other rich jakes like Pharrell, which all known Masons or pagans, sitting around some big feast table. And they had pork, they had everything all over. It looked like an abominable table that they were sitting at. I might do a lesson on that. So they prepared a table for that truth, which is an idol, known as Mene and Gad. And not Gad like the Native American Indian Gad, but Gad was an idol that they were worshiping during the time of Isaiah, going into wealth and prosperity. Why do people do voodoo? Because they besides their demonic religious custom, some of them believe it's bringing riches and shit like that. Selling their soul to the devil and shit. Therefore, I will number you to the sword, man. You can run all you want. What do he say about Esau? Do they dig into hell? Do they go up to the sky? Ain't nowhere they can run, so ain't nowhere, damn sure ain't nowhere Jake can run. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword to get destroyed, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, man. So Rick Ross, he one of the people that may get that MOTB for safety. Because when I called, ye did not answer. See, the Lord is calling right now. And when I spake, ye did not hear, man. They didn't even hear it. Too busy. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So they made the wrong choice. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, power, behold, my servants shall eat. See? If these people want to eat, they should find the men of the Lord in that day. But ye shall be hungry. Behold, see, he going to be in them bunkers, but they're going to be hungry down there. All that money ain't going to matter. My servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Yeah, you heard him say he's going to have water made out of H2O. Yeah, so it says, but ye shall be thirsty. That's right, man. Them damn machines gonna shut down. Or they get hit with an EMP and they gonna work. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. They're gonna make the road. Damn, why we come down here in this bunker? My bad, y'all. Behold, my servants shall drink, shall sing for joy of heart. But ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit, man. They ain't gonna be rapping no more. They're gonna be singing like James Brown, howling. But the elect, the path that we chose, the hopeful elect, is going to lead us to victory. And that's not boasting. That's if anything you should boast in is that this could lead us to victory. All right, serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Matthew's 3:12. This is Matthew's 3:12. Whose fan is in his hand, man. And fan means like a winnowing instrument, right? Something that scatters the grain. And he will thoroughly purge his floor. Right? Cleanse the wicked from amongst the elect. He's going to purge it by using fire. He's going to thoroughly purge it. So it don't matter where he run. It's a hunt. The Lord going to seek him out with fire, with heat. The heat from the destruction. And nothing that man can build to protect them from that. From Yahweh's judgment, from his wrath. And he will thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the garner. So he's going to purge Israel thoroughly. He's going to gather the wheat, the elect, into the chariots. But he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire, man. So they're going to be burned up. Missile food. Right? In this place of Babylon, America. Whether they're under it, in a plane, it don't matter. The plane's going to fall. And anybody that's hiding in bunkers, this is what it say. This is Job 20:24. He shall flee from the iron weapon. Who is that? Talking about Esau. But these Jakes, these rich Jakes, they're following after the ways of Esau. So they trying to get bunkers too. Envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. But he shall flee from the iron weapon. The iron weapon is those ICBM missiles that's going to be shot over here, 200 million of them. And the bow of steel shall strike him through. That's right, the bow of steel shall strike him through. How? This is how. Let's get this real quick. All right, so the missile is going to penetrate to the deepest soils of America, into the earth. All right. Get this real quick, man. This is damn, at 57 minutes already. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 20. His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword. See, the Lord has formed these missiles out of his wrath, his anger. And the world shall fight with him against the unwise. So the elect are going to be fighting on the side of the Lord, all right? Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad and from the clouds. So the chariot's going to be fighting against this place, against these devils as well. That's Revelation chapter 12. There shall be war in heaven. All right. At the same time, the missiles going to be shot on this place. As from a well-drawn bow shall they fly to their mark. And hailstones, so this was coming out of that bow of steel, shall strike him through. It's going to strike with this. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast out of a stone bow. What's that? Nuclear warheads. That's in Revelation chapter 9. It tells you the power is in their mouth, the edge of the weapon, like a lion. And the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the floods shall cruelly drown them, man. You got floods. Yea, a mighty wind, a nuclear blast, shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty, right? Because that's why the Lord said, the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. So let me get this real quick. Deuteronomy 32 and 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger. See, the Lord is angry. All right? It's not something that's just happening by chance. This is a focused, intelligent judgment that's coming. And the Lord knows them that are his. And he knows how to reserve the wicked until the judgment day to be punished. Deuteronomy 32 and 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger and shall burn unto the lowest hell, man, deep into the earth, deep into the ground, and shall consume the earth with her increase and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. So they can run into the mountains, they can run deep into the earth, it don't matter. This is the Lord's wrath, man. Shake. Let's get that. Go to Isaiah 2. Mm, 17. All right, so Isaiah 2 and 17. And the loftiness, meaning the pride of man, the riches, the wealth that made them prideful, shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day, not these damn demonic ass celebrities that's being exalted. No, Yahweh shall be exalted, not they voodoo. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, man. Especially if they hiding in bunkers and they got their idols with them. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks. See, ain't just talking about Esau, talking about Jake too. They're gonna try to hide in the caves and the bunkers and shit. And into the caves of the earth. They got one area where it's like a bunker factory. This guy, he sells them. He digs them, and it's like a whole field full of bunkers. You know, and a lot of people moving into those bunkers now. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of Yahweh. See, that's what Rick Ross is planning on doing. Because they really hide from the Lord, because it's the Most High's anger, his wrath, the destruction. And for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth, man. All right? The king of terrors, man. He's going to shake terribly the earth. We ain't going to want to be on this earth when this destruction comes. If you in a bunker, the earth going to reel to and fro. Giant super earthquakes. We're shaking them around in there like a damn Pez dispenser and shit. That last little tic tac that be in the damn jar. Shake their ass around in there. He gonna rise and shake terribly the earth. In that day, a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship. They shall be cast to the moles and to the bats, man. What does that mean? That means the people that have all these idols, that have these chains with Cesare Borgia, the devil, that have crosses, that Muslim, that they had the crescent moon and shit like that, or the Ankh chains, or rabbit's foots, or they got all this money in silver and gold. When they're in those bunkers, when they're in the caves or the mountains, they're going to see that those things are not saving them. And they're going to see that it's a judgment from the Most High, man. And they're going to cast those things away to the moles and to the bats. That means to darkness. Wherever they're at, they're going to throw it to that. If they're in the sewers, they're going to just throw it to the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the Lord said He gonna famish all the gods of the earth, meaning leave all these idols with no followers. Everybody gonna cast away their idols when they see the Lord returning, and that they were wrong. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. They're gonna say they have erred from the way of truth, and the judgment is here. To go into the clefts of the rocks, man, and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of His majesty, when He arises to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of, man? You don't follow after man. Follow after Yahweh Shem Yahushai, follow after his disciples. All right? I'm going to end it with this. When they say he's capping. All right? Revelation 6 and 12. We don't know, and scriptures also say that. Let's get that. This is James 4 and 15. No, 14. Whereas ye know not what shall be on tomorrow. Oh, verse 13. All right. Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. All right, that's like saying, yeah, we're gonna do this and going to a bunker soon. We're gonna be good. All right. Whereas ye know not what shall be on tomorrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. All right, but our spirit continues on. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, if Yahweh willing, we shall live and do this or that. Because he might even make it to the damn bunkers. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. Deep, man. All right, so this is 2 Peter 2 and 9. Yahweh knoweth, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, knoweth how to deliver the godly out of the temptations, man. The trials that will try us. And the temptations that's coming. The temptation that's going to come upon the whole world as well. The MOTB. So he knows how to deliver us from all of that, man. And to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished, man. So he's going to send them into those bunkers to be cooked. And then, especially if they're here in America. All right, so let me go ahead and end this lesson with this one precept. Revelation 6 and 12. It says, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, man. You don't want to be in no bunker when that earthquake comes. A great earthquake. And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, man. And the moon became as blood. What's that? Radiation. Nuclear fallout. The earth quaking, shaking the earth, cracking the ground, causing tsunamis. All right? Nuclear rain. Days of darkness. All pollution. You know? And the stars of heaven fell, or the missiles, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. The mighty wind is the destruction, the nuclear winds. And the heaven departed as a scroll. What's that? Mushroom cloud. All right. When it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place. That's how powerful it's going to be. It's going to move mountains out of place, and islands that are around it, that are around America, they're going to be moved out of place as well. So what type of damage you think it's going to do to them bunkers? All right. And the kings of the earth. All right. So all the rulers like Putin and all them, the presidents here in America, all these world leaders, they're going to go into what? Bunkers. And the great men, you know, the leaders, the generals, right, mayors, senators, you know, whatever. And the rich men. There you go. It was a movie a while ago. I think it was something like The Day After Tomorrow or something like that, to where they had ships sticking out of some wall, big giant mountain, and only the rich can get onto it and try to make it through the floods that were coming. They was only letting rich people get on there, like the golden ticket. So that's what they're hoping for, the rich. And Rick Ross is one of those rich people. And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains, see? The great men, the famous people, and the mighty men that goes into the police, their fighters, their soldiers, and every bondman and every free man, right, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand, man? See, they know they can't stand the rain. They can't stand it. That's why they're going to go in bunkers. They're doing all that bullshit. I'm the biggest boss. Well, why you running then? All right? So they do fear. Our people do fear. They don't like to show that. They try to act inhuman. Just pride for everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're talking all crazy to the screen. But really, they have fear from what's coming. All right? So, yeah, he's just blowing smoke. You know, the Bel Air bandit. Somebody gonna go into bunkers. And shout out to Elon Sandusky. You know, so we ain't falling for it. The right way, the path is through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Those that are seeking safety, it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it, and they're safe. If you're in a bunker, you better be praising Yahweh Hashem Yahushai down there. You know what I'm saying? So this is that's right. This is Psalms 36 and 7. How excellent is thy loving kindness, O Yahweh. Therefore the children of men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. All right. Psalm 63 and 7. Because thou hast been my help. See, the Lord has always helped Israel. Therefore, in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. Right. Psalm 17:8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Meaning, we asking the Lord to focus on us in that day and now. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings, man. All right. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. All right, so that's what we're hoping for the Lord to protect us and compass us as with a shield. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.